subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Ready? Shooting!
Here we go.
East Jersey State Prison in Rahway is not the kind of place you come to voluntarily.
And rolling.
But Sylvester Stallone did for the making of Lawrence Gordon and Charles Gordon's production of Lock Up, a TriStar Pictures release directed by John Flynn.
Cut it!
Frank Leone is a model prisoner, finishing the last 6 months in a minimum security prison.
Yo, Frank! What'd you bring me?
Hey, here you go kill yourself.
I thought you were gonna bring me a girl.
Frank Leone he's every man. He's a normal, hardworking man who early in his life made a mistake, and that mistake cost him dearly.
He is looking towards the future.
Hey, Frankie, what's that?
Means everything's okay.
A future he will spend with Melissa, played by Darlene Flugel.
It's also very difficult when somebody is involved in serving a sentence or being away from you, and it's a forced separation. It makes that time together so valuable, so romantic, so intense.
The love there is extremely special because it takes a special breed of person to put up with this.
On your feet, Leone. Take him.
What are you doing here?
You're being transferred.
Transferred where? What the hell?
But his future with Melissa may never come to pass.
Who the hell are you?
Shut up.
Not if the warden has his way.
Welcome to Gateway, Leone.
Jungle?
That's Warden's jungle, convict.
Donald Sutherland plays the revenge-driven, sadistic warden who pulls every legal string to place Leone in his maximum security hell.
Drumgoole, his whole life was ruined, everything destroyed, just because one of these people for whom, after living with them for so long, he has nothing but contempt for, outwitted him. It humiliated him.
To get even with Leone, Drumgoole takes every opportunity to try to break him.
Name and number.
Leone 510.
You're the only man that ever made it over my wall. You broke the law, and I was punished.
I want to see the goddamn warden.
I paid my debt.
To the state, not to me. You're dead, Leone! This is hell. I'm going to give you the guided tour.
Frank doesn't want to become bitter. And his optimism becomes infectious to these people that think life is garbage and they have nothing to live for anymore. Every day is drudgery.
I wouldn't smoke around this, but it tastes as good as any dollar wine I've ever had.
So he's a mechanic. He starts to repair this car. And in repairing this car, they all find a common purpose.
Nothing's dead till it's buried. Did I tell you that? Yeah!
His philosophy is your body has to be incarcerated behind walls, but your mind is free to go wherever it wants.
You want to stay here? Or you want to go down to Broadway and check out the action?
I want to check out the action, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Then turn left on 42nd Street.
Okay, I got it.
When you go behind those gray walls, there is a sense of doom and enclosure that gets into your bones. It's not a joyful place, and you have to create your own myth or joy or fantasy, which is what Frank Leone does.
Lock it up!
Finding the right prison location was no easy task. The filmmaker spent several months visiting 8 maximum security prisons in the United States. But when they came to Rahway, New Jersey, they found the facility that met everyone's requirements.
I think what we got there is something that you can't capture on a backlot, and very few prisons you can capture. I mean, you have to go to a hardcore prison, maximum security, big difference.
All right, let's work. Push it. 1, push it. 2, make it look easy. 3, come on. 4, push it. 5. All right, good money.
When it's cold, we don't have a lot of outside experiences, I worry about the place. Well, this kind of thing is different. The inmates appreciate it. They're looking at it, and it's going to make the colder months go by a little quicker for us.
Who's taller? Who's taller, seriously?
We went in there, and people were laying bets that we wouldn't last but a few days. As a matter of fact, there was a certain group that formed a protective shield. You have almost 2,500 men, and we had maybe 30 guards, unarmed. And you just pray that goodwill abounds, and it did.
Not so fast, Ace. I'm not going to gouge you. That little thing around your neck, that'll buy you a spot for the day. Put a hole in your heart. I think it was frightening. And one night we were locked in the prison after, till they got a count. And we were there till about, from the time we wrapped at about 5 or 5:30, we were there till 7:30 at night before they let us go.
This is Meisner. Stop firing!
I'm less likely to complain about anything after being in Rahway for 5.5 weeks. Anything's all right with me. The weather, you know, the traffic jams, as long as I'm outside, there's no problem, man.
Time's up. What the hell's the matter with you? I thought you were our leader.
God damn it, I'm not your leader! And this ain't a gang! We're convicts! We're prisoners, we're inmates! You're his too!
All he has is his integrity, his soul, and his heart, and his desire to get out, to be with his woman. And that's really what it's about. It's a case of survival under all conditions.
Break me.
Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon.